In our last session we understood about structure and also about the table type. So in today's class we'll understand about search help and also lock object. Okay, so what is search help? Search help provides input help for screen field. Okay, it provides an input help for screen field. Okay, so let's say for example you have a field and you don't know what data you can enter into that field, and search help can help you with that, right? So like this is it can give you list of values that you can select. Okay, so that's what search help will do. It provides input help, and the search help can be assigned to data element, or it can also be assigned to screen field. Okay, and also to table field. Okay, so the button that you see, let's say for example if you have an input field like this.
Guys, you are able to hear Ganesh voice?
No, your voice is breaking.
There will be an field, okay, so input field, so where user can able to enter any data to this, right? So beside this you will be able to find an button. Okay, like this, something like this. This might have changed recent system. Something like this you may find a button beside this. Okay, this is what the search help button. When you click on this button, it will help you to get all the rows or all the values that can be entered or that can be passed to the field. Okay, so let's see that in the system. Before that, let's understand there are two types of search helps. Elementary search help and collective search help. Okay, elementary search help and then collective search help. So what is elementary search help? Elementary search help provide single search path. Okay, so collective search help provide multiple search paths. Okay, elementary search help provide single search path, collective search help provide multiple search paths. Okay, so collective search help is a collection of elementary and collective search help itself. Okay, it's a collection of elementary or collective search help itself. Okay, that means you can have both search help, you can include both search help inside a collective search help. Okay, so let's see that in the system we'll create a search help. So how do you create? You have to go to S11 and then in S11, okay, there is you have to go to S11 and then you have to select the radio button called search help, and then here you can provide the search help name. Okay, let's say for example Z EL elementary and material search help. Okay, something batch 20. You can put any name. I'll just give some name like this and say create. After that you can see there are two radio buttons. Just a minute. After that, here you can provide the short description like material master search help. Okay, then here you can enter the table name or the view name or the help view name. This is what I was saying. This is where you can use the help view name. You see, this is the search help button. Actually, if I don't know, let's say if I don't know what I need to enter here, I can click on the button. I think this button is something like this. Okay, I can click on this button and then you can see the select what you want. Search for database table, you want to search for views or search for CDS. Don't worry, if you join my ABAP on course, maybe I'll tell you that time. Okay, just select search for database tables and then execute, and after that here you can see the list of tables. Okay, this is the input help that SAP providing you, that this is the data that you can enter. Okay, that is what search help. Even let's say for example if you go to S11, then here if you click here, it will also provide you button here. When you click on this button, it will give you the list of values. See, this is the table names that you can enter. You see this kind of pop-up screen you want, that is an input help. In that case you can use the search help. We'll also do that. Okay, let's say I'll just go with Mara table now. Okay, if I enter Mara, if there is a text table associated with Mara table, that means the foreign key relationship. So while defining foreign key relationship, there is an option of specifying whether the table also has the text table or not. Let me tell you, show you that. MAKT, and then if I go and check the foreign key relationship of this table, you see it is selected as key field of a text table, right? If it is selected, then system automatically bring the text table and keep the text table here. Okay, so this option I'll tell you, so we will discuss about that. Before that, let's see search help parameters. Means what are the columns that you want to have in your search help. I want to search based on material, and I want to search also have the description of the material. Okay, and I also want to have the type of material, that is somewhere here, material type, and then maybe I also want to have the group of the material. These are the data that I want to see whenever I press F4 on any button. Okay, so and this is the list position and screen position. Okay, so there are two things that you should know. Maybe I'll just save as of now. And check for an error. Without hit list it is saying. So let me just select this one as 1. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. If I show you, then you will have better clarity on this. Okay, so now let's go to SE38 and then we will write one line of code. This is how you assign the search help to the screen field in a report, or you can also use it in a data element directly. We'll see that. Let's say parameter p underscore empty matnr, type matnr. Maybe the data element that we will use z. We'll create our own data element, or just use the data element char 18. This is a data element actually. If I double click on this, you see there is no data element assigned to it. Okay, it is empty. So if it is not assigned, then it will not give any such help. Okay, but thing is, here material number length is 40 in S4 system. You can also see here there is no such help assigned to the data element. It's empty. So if I execute, you will not find any help button here. You see no button is coming. If I press F4 from keyboard, it will say no input help is available. So to provide that, what you can also do, you can just use an keyword match code object, and then you can put your such help name here. Okay, utility printer. There are other options also, like other codings that you can do to do that. This is a simple one. So let's execute. So now you should be able to see button here, right? So let me keep these windows side by side. Let me just expand this one. Okay, now it's better. Now you see guys, this is a list position. L position means list position, screen position. Actually here there are two types of screens. When I press F4, you will be able to see only one right now. Okay, let me also select this also as one. Okay, and then I'll show you what is that list position and screen position. When you press F4, why it is coming? Okay, just see now there are two screens actually. This is the screen. Okay, this is what we call restriction window. Okay, so this is what we call restriction window, where you can restrict, let's say my material should always start with one. Only bring me the material or only display the materials when where it is starting with 1, or let's say only display materials where it is starting with HP, something like that, and then execute. This is the restriction window. This is the hit list. Okay, so this provides in which position in the list screen the column should be displayed, in which position in the hit restriction window this column should be displayed. That is what 1. Okay, please display my column at first place. Please display my field at first place in the restriction window. You see, in the restriction window this field is displayed at the first place. If you are not providing this number, in that case those fields will not be displayed. You see, no fields are coming here. That means this number is empty, it's not coming. Okay, let's say I want to display the material description at 3rd place here. I want to display the material description at 4th place. Okay, so this one empty ART, I'll just so here empty ART I want to display at 2nd place, and this one I want to display in 2nd place, and this one I want to display in the 3rd place, and then this one I want to display in the 2nd place. Okay, just changing the number so that you can understand what happens, right? Inconsistent number, I guess. Just a minute. 1 3 2, it should be 4 then. So here again I've kept 2, this should be 3. That's why it was 3 giving that error. Okay, it cannot overwrite, right? So now you see, activate, and now I go back and so now you see sorry again, if I press F4, now you observe, you see material is coming at first place, material type is coming at second place because I have provided that, material description is coming at the fourth place because I said 4. This is what the number belongs to this screen, the restriction window. This number is belongs to the hit list screen. That is what this. You see, third position you please display the material description, second position display material type, and fourth position display the material group. Understood what is hit list and what is these two columns?
Yeah.
Okay, so next, one more thing here. Whenever I enter any data, let's say HP, and then I enter star and I press this button, you observe this value is not copied here, right? Even though I have entered HP star, it is still empty. Okay, and then if I double click on this 1000, you see it's not even copying to the field. For that you have to select import and export parameter. Import means whenever you click on this button, okay, the value that you have maintained in the field that you want to copy to here, in that case you have to select this checkbox, import the value from the screen field to the restriction window. Export means in the hit list, okay, whenever you double click on any column, if you want to copy that value to the field here, in that case you have to select the export icon. Okay, so let's see, I will just select import and see what happens. Sometimes until we select both it will not work. Let's activate. I'll just press F4 now. You see it's not even copying, right? So even if I go here and double click, even this value will not be copied. We have to select both, then both functionalities will work. Either one will not help you to help in those functionality. Press F4 now. You see whatever the data that I maintained here, it is coming here, and now only the values that is starting with HP star is coming. If I double click on this, it will be copied to the input field. Okay, that is what import and export parameters. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's say if you want to default the value, maybe empty art you want to default, and then you don't want to allow user to edit. In that case you can select this checkbox and provide the default value like this. Okay, if you select this checkbox, user will not be able to modify. Even if you don't select, then you can also provide the default value, but that time user will be able to enter or change the value. Okay, let's see now. Press F4. You see automatically FERT is coming here, and also it is been disabled. Understood what is this checkbox? Understood this checkbox and also the default value. In case you want to change the data element of the field, in that case you can go and change it here, okay, by selecting this. Okay, this is all about the table that you see here, the parameter table. Are we clear? Anybody, any doubts so far? Hello guys, are we clear on this?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So the next thing is there are three options here. Dialog type. Dialog depends on set of value. That means if the hit list is having more than 100 values, in that case first it will display the restriction window. After that, when user confirm or execute, then it will display the hit list. When you select display values immediately, always it will display hit list. When you select display value with restriction, that means it will always display restriction window first. Okay, let's see the first one. I'll activate and then go back and close it. So now you see I'll just type H star and press F4. If values are more than, sorry, this one may be value not there with FERT. Let's remove the default value that we have entered here. That's not bringing any data. So now H star F4. So now you see only 93 entries are available. That's why it is displaying the hit list first. Okay, let's say just say m star. I'm simply saying m star. You see 99 entries are available, so it is displaying the hit list. Okay, maybe 1 star, say F4. See, 1 star means the material starting with 1 more than 100 entries. There are 413 entries. That is the reason it is displaying the restriction window first and the hit list after user execute. That is what the first option that you see. Dialog depends on set of values. Understood? If you select this one, system never worries what you select, how many entries are there. It will always display the hit list. You see now, in our case, I'll just press F4. It always displays the hit list. If you select the last option, it will always display the restriction window first. You see, there is a restriction window. This is what dialog type. Understood? So hotkey, I'll tell you. Hotkey is like if you want to search an element or search help, if you want to search elementary search help inside a collective search help, in that case the hotkey will be used. If you want to search elementary search help inside a collective search help, then hotkey will be used. We will see that later. And then auto suggest input fields. Okay, let's say what it is. I'll just go back and here I'm typing H. Okay, just don't worry about this values. I'll just type HP. Nothing is coming down below, right? So let's say I select this checkbox, auto suggest input field, and then I activate, and I go back and execute this program one more time, and here I'll type HP. You see, the moment I type something, it is displaying the materials which is starting with HP. Let's say I'll just type MA. You see, the moment I type MA, it is displaying giving the list of values, just giving a suggestion down below that these are the materials starting with MA, right? Understood? What is the checkbox?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the next one is multi-column full text search. That means you have the text column here, right? So you want to also search if you don't remember the material number, but you remember the description of material. Okay, maybe some part of description you remember. Based on the description you want to search material, then you can select this checkbox. Okay, let me just go back and check it one more time here. Let's say I just type in NV. You see, material having description NV, it's displaying here, right? Let's say I want to test. Material having description test will be appearing in this suggestion. That is what multi-column. That means based on the text field you want to search any values inside a field. In that case you can select this search. Understood? You can select this checkbox. And this one is accuracy. What should be the accuracy of the description that you enter? Okay, by default it is 08, so you can keep it as it is. Okay, error tolerance, like if you do some mistakes in the text that you enter, in that case how much accurate you are entering or how much mistake you are doing, like that. Understood? Any doubts till now? Hello?
So, no, sir.
Okay, so after that the last one is search help exit. So it will be really difficult for you to understand this now because it's a coding again. You will understand it when you understand what is function model. Okay, don't worry, but I'll tell you what it is. It is used to modify the search standard functionalities or features okay. It is used to modify the search standard functionalities or features of search help. Okay, It is used to modify the search standard functionalities or features of search help. Okay, so that's what the search help exit will do. Okay, so let's say for example you are getting some values here whenever you press F4, right? So maybe you don't want to display some values, you may want to delete it, okay, or you want to sort the data in ascending or descending order, you can do that. Okay, so what you have to do basically is like there is a function model. Okay, the function model is, sorry, not SC38. You don't know what is SC37 actually, that's why I said we'll be covering that in upcoming chapter itself. Okay, so let's say F4 if underscore shlp, sorry, it is F4 star and then example star. Okay, this is the function model that SAP provides. So what we basically do, this is a standard function model, we copy this function model to the custom one. Okay, let's say copy, and I just say please store it in a ABAP B20 function group and just start with Z. Okay, Z exit material, okay, something like this, material, and I say copy. Okay, it's saying the function group ABAP B20 not exist. You can go to utility, go to function group and say create group. I'll just create one function group, ABAP function FGL, say function group, and save. It should start with Z. I made a mistake while typing, sorry. See, it is Z. Okay, so then go to /o/AC80 and then also activate that function group. Okay, these steps AC80 you will understand from the third chapter onwards. Just go and select the function group here, and then it should also be activated. Right click here and activate it. So once activated, you can go back and copy, sorry, that is a rename, copy, and here Z mat b20, I say copy. Sorry, this is not the function group. I want to store in Z ABAP b function group. Okay, copy. Sorry, why it is happening? Okay, so now it's been copied to and Z function model. Okay, you can see, and then you can edit this function model. Okay, you can edit this function model here. Okay, what are the code that you want to, and then you don't want to write any code now, and you can keep this function model here, and whenever you execute the search help, so it will trigger that function model, and then whatever the logic that you want to handle, you can handle it. Let me keep the breakpoint here and show you what happens when you execute. So I press F4, you see before displaying the search help data to you, it's been triggered, see, and here in this you will find the data, and then you can modify that data. Okay, this is some parameters coming here. You see this is a deep structure. This is a deep structure actually. If you go back and see, they have used a deep structure to define this, to define this. You see inside an internal table there is an table. Okay, that's a deep structure. See, it's saying it's a deep, right? So that's where it has been used, but going forward you will know. So I'll just press F8 again, and let's say call control record tab. Let's see until I press F8 until we see some data in the record tab. And now you see there are 500 rows are coming. Okay, here you can modify however you want to. Let's say I just want to delete delete all table from just keep 5 rows and delete all the table. Only keep 4 rows and only delete all tables. Now I'll just let it pass through. You see here I deleted in that function model the debugger, and now only 4 records which were not deleted are displayed. Okay, like this, if you want to modify the data that has been displayed in the search help, in that case you can also have a function model, and inside that function model you can write your own code. Okay, that is what search help exit. Understood, guys? Are we clear?
Yeah. So it will use for only data restriction, right? Nothing else.
Modifications.
Modification.
Yeah.
Okay. And we can restrict the data
Yes,
also,
yes.
right?
Let's say for example, you have the user who is working in 1000 plant. Whenever he press F4 button, it should only display in the input help values related to him, right? Only for his plant, correct?
Yeah.
Something like that. If you want to do, you can also use the search help. Authorization checks or whatever in the search help. If you want to write some coding, then it can be used.
So is it mandatory for the function group for every function
For
model?
function
We need
model,
to
yes,
assign.
function group is mandatory. You can create one function group and store multiple function models inside that function group.
So what is the use of function group?
It is used to
Even we
group
can
the
see.
related function models. Let's say you are creating function groups, function models related to material function. So you can group them together.
For
It
data,
act
for
like
report.
container to the function models. It stores all the
Okay.
code. Whatever you write inside function model, all the codes will be stored inside a function model. Sorry, function group.
Okay.
Clear?
But what is the exact function module for this particular application? Like, how did you find that?
This is the example actually. This is what we use every time. Like F4 SHLP exit underscore example. We always copy it. After that, we have to write our own code. It is empty.
No, that I understood. Based on the business requirement, you
It
will
is
write
empty.
the
You
exact
see,
code.
if this is the condition, do this. If this is the condition, you see, it's all empty.
No. Now it is empty, and later you will do coding as per the requirement of the business. But this is a standard function module which will be used for this purpose. Is it like that?
Correct. This is the standard function model, which is always
And you have
used
copied
for.
it into a Z
Yes,
program.
it is a standard function model, which is always will be copied to the Z program, Z function model.
So for any restriction related to input help, like this is the function
Correct.
module.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Rajni, so how can we find out the standard function model which is related to so and so program or so and so requirement?
Google.
Okay. Yeah, currently we are doing that
Yes, that's
only.
what
But
everybody will do. We don't have anything that we can look for.
okay.
I
Yeah.
also do Google most of the times if I need function models. Or sometimes what you can also do is like, let's say you want to convert some date, right? See, let's say CO and B star, some date star, something like this. You just enter and press F4. You will find lots of function models. just check which one is suitable by reading the description. Let's say if you want 10 function model for upload, just type upload here and press F4. You will find so many, and then it is kind of difficult to do this way, but the easiest way is that you can go and Google it.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways we will
So
see that.
after
Yes.
data element, one checkbox is there, right? What is that?
Where it is, this one.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't want this data element, you want to modify the data element to character 40. You can select this checkbox in that case, and then it will allow you to change the data element. Okay.
And Rajnish, one more thing. Whatever search help you created, so this is specific to particular Z table that we are creating, or
I
it is
created
for the
it on
entire?
the standard table, that is Mara and MAKT, but you can also provide your Z table here, or you can also provide the help weave that we created in our last session.
And it is not possible wherein you create one search help and it is applicable for all the tables.
You
It's
can
not like
create an help weave in that case and include the tables that you need, and that help weave you can put it here. That's what the purpose.
so specific to the tables that we are mentioning here,
In
this
the help
search
weave,
help
what are
would
the
help.
tables that you mention in the help weave? Only those tables will be, it will fetch the data. You can put that help weave here. That's for the purpose of help weave that we create, because here you have only option to provide, or you can also use the database views. It's not like only help weave can be used. You can also use the database view. Let me show you. I press F1 here. You can, in this field, you can enter it's not there anyways. You can enter database tables and also views, and also CDS views. CDS views, it's a new concept that will be taught to you in the ABAP on training if you are going to take. So, but these two are, you know what is database table and also view now, right? You can use any view, like database view or help view. If you want inner join concept, then use DB view. If you want left outer join, then use help view. If you want single table, then just directly enter that single table here. Okay, whenever you
But
need
for standard
multiple
tables,
then use views. Yes.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. So thing is like for standard tables, already the search help is there, right?
Yeah, it is there. It is
Okay. Then why like we are creating one more time?
basically we create when it is not there. Like I said, I hope you have gone through previous recordings. So data dictionary is there for reusability, right? Whatever the object that you create, that is reusable. If already exist, then you don't need to create it. If it is not there, and if exist and it is not meeting your company requirement, right? So then you have
Any
to,
modification that we require.
modification is required, or you may not be able to modify it, but you have to create a new one. Right?
Okay.
So depends on customer requirement. Every customer needs something different, right? Not the same.
Correct.
That's when we create the views. Otherwise you don't create. Honestly, in my entire career, I never created such a because there are so many which exist in system already. We are going to use them. We don't need to create a new. Even I created, I think, 4 or 5 database tables so far. I've created structures so many, and also data elements and domain, but not the tables. Even tables, very few I created. I think once I remember I only created one customizing table, that is starting with type C, delivery class. So because SAP is already providing everything that is needed for the business, but if in case in some customers may need it, in that case based on their requirement we may have to create, otherwise it's not
The standard functionality, if it is not meeting the requirement, then we would have to create new one.
Yes. Let's say for example database tables I'm talking. Let's say for an example you have a custom program, right? So in that custom program, none of the standard tables our meeting, you don't want to store any data in the standard tables. You want to store it in your own custom tables.
Correct. Based on company code, we want to restrict few plants, something like
Yeah,
that.
yes, something like that. In that case, you may create tables,
Okay.
right? So it's
Yes, yes.
entirely depends on what requirement that you get in company. But as a duty, it's my duty to give you all the things that I know.
Correct, correct, correct. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
okay. Anybody, any doubts?
So,
Are we clear so far? Yeah,
so,
yeah, please.
so can we make a structure as a key field?
You okay? Tell me one thing. Structure stores data.
No, sir. But you call it in the table, right?
Okay, so
The
you want to,
structure.
whenever
You
you include the structure, whether it is possible to make that as a key field. That's what you're asking, right?
can we make it?
You see,
Okay.
but not only one or two columns. Whenever you select it, all of them will become key field of a table. Okay,
Okay.
so that's why
So
what we
then,
do
what?
basically, we basically keep all the key fields at the top, right? That's how we do it.
Yeah.
So after that, if any columns are usable, then you can keep it inside include structure.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. So then you told cluster table and pool table as a many to one relationship, right? Both are same, but what's the difference?
The data that we store in those tables. In cluster table, we store kind of what we say control things and all system related mostly. And in pool tables, sorry, in cluster table we store documents, and in pool tables we store some kind of control records and all system related things. Okay, so don't have to worry too much about them. If you see in S4, those tables are already been removed. Let me show you.
Okay.
Even I won't be able to create it. Just show you. There should be an option. Okay, extras here. It should be there here. Yeah, here change your. You see? Do you see cluster table or pool table? This is the
No.
latest server. But
No,
but
sir.
but if you using the old server, you might see, but nobody recommends you to create it now. Every cluster tables or the pool tables are transported to or converted to transparent table. Okay, so let's say just go and see if there any z table. Just take one of it. This is the old system. You have option here to create, but not in the latest server. It's been removed. It's obsolete. Nobody creates it now, right? You might see, but not in the latest server. It's been removed. Okay.
So then in the structure, if we add fields and put some data, then later we will delete those data.
Can structure store
S-
data?
no, sir. In the table level, you can store. No, sir.
Okay, if you are including structure in the table.
Table level. So some requirement will be there, like tomorrow material group we don't want. Then if we delete the material group, the whole data will go, no, sir.
Yes. So whenever you do structure changes, in that case you also know you have to use database utilities to adjust it, right? Even that column data will be deleted if you're deleting that column from the table.
But it's a disadvantage, no,
If you
sir.
don't need that column in the table, then why you want to store the data?
Old data, like some tax system they will be following. Now, like after 5 years, the tax system will be changed. For referrals also, we need, no, sir.
If you need, you should not delete, right?
Yes, sir.
If you need, you
Correct,
should
sir.
not delete. If you don't need, then why you want to keep it. Simple.
Okay. Okay.
If you need it, then why you want to delete it from the table then?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's come back to the search help then. Now we understood about elementary search help. The next one is collective search help. So what is collective search help? So far you have seen that the elementary search help was providing single search path. That means there are no tabs that you can see. Okay, let me just delete this breakpoint. You see there are no multiple tabs you can see. Okay, but the collective search help provides the multiple tabs. That means multiple search paths. So let's go back and create one more with help weave. Let's create one more. Let's say a ZS4 sales order material B20, and then I say create, and I just select help weave here and say sale order material B20, and then here I'm going to enter any table, maybe VBUK. Okay, otherwise let's directly enter VBUK, that's fine. With this there are tables related. I think we may not have this relation in S4. Okay, no problem. VBAP, let's see that if it is having. Okay, just want to join this with this table, and then this is automatically taking the join in the fields. I also want to have the order type of the sale order and with these columns. Okay, so copy, and then I also want to have the material from VBAP table, material and also material group. Okay, and net price of that material. And unit measure. Okay, I think it's not there in this table. Copy. Okay, so these are the columns. Now you see you want data from multiple tables. Okay, check. You see this is a help weave, and then I created and left out the join. It's anyways it uses left out the join, so let's activate, and I'll just copy this and go back and create S11, one more elementary search help. So let's say here based on the sale order, right? Okay, so here in the selection method you can keep that search help, and after that there will be no text table. You can select if you need data suggestions and all, and here you cannot select it because there is no text table with this, right? So then here you can go and select the fields that you need. Maybe the first field that I want is material, and then maybe I want the sale order, and I want only this one. I want to import and export. This one will come at first, second, and here maybe I want the net price of the material, third, and also you can select how many columns that you want to, and then let's say I want to have the WAERK fourth and fourth. Okay, So save it, save, save, check for an error, no errors, and then activate it, right? So this is how you create one more Elementor search help. I just go back here and then what I do, let's create collective search help now. Like I said, collective search help is a collection of the collective search help itself or the multiple search helps. Okay, so material CL I say, maybe collective COL, and after that say create, and then here select the collective search help, and then here say that material collective search help, and then here you can go to the include search help, and then you can provide the elementary or collective search helps here. Okay, so let's say here I provide this one and also the other one that we create. You see, it's a collection of multiple search helps. Okay, and after that you can include all the columns coming from both search helps at once. Here let's say I'll just save and also go to the search help here, and I copy the columns, go back and keep those columns in the definition, go to the definition tab and keep these columns here mtrt and also matkl. Okay, and some more columns from the other search help. Go back again here, save it and double click on this, and from here vbln, and then maybe let me copy this. 4 columns are coming from this. Okay, just keep those columns here and then WAERK, right? Again here this one important export, you can also provide the data elements here. This is how you just give, copy and paste it and then go back. Okay, so one more thing is that parameter assignment is mandatory for collective search help. That means you have this many fields here, right? Which fields are coming from which search help. So select this and click on the parameter assignment. So say proposal, automatically it will give the proposal, and also if it is only giving one because you have selected one checkbox here, maybe let's select save, go back and select this parameter assignment and say proposal. Okay, but still it's giving the one because in the other search help that's an important column, but we don't need it anyways. Let's unselect them. So just mention that which search help is coming from which column, right? So say proposal, from this search help this column is coming, this 4 columns are coming from this search help. Say copy, and from this search help again take a proposal, and this also coming from this search help, right? Say copy. Once that is maintained, check for an error, so that's okay, and come back and activate. That is just a warning, that's fine, and come back and here you can activate, right? Once it is activated, copy, and here let me put this one is A, and then I'll also provide hotkey for this as a B. You can put any letter from A to Z or any number if you want to keep. You can also keep it set character data type. Go back, and then here I take this search up that we created just now and go to IC38, and here I go in a change mode in the program, and after that I'll just change the search help here. So activate it and then execute now. Now I press F4, you see 2 tabs are coming. One is A, material search help, one is other one, sales order material search help, right? You see 2 are coming now. Understood? This is what collective search help. Collective search help provides the multiple search paths. Understood, guys? Are we clear what is the difference between elementary and collective search help, or I was little fast? Understood or not?
Yeah, understood.
Now you see.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say the moment I press F4, it is marking pointing to this one. Let's say I want to point it to this. Okay, you can use the hotkey here. Let's say equal to A and press F4. Now you see it is pointing here. If you put equal to B, then it will take this one. Okay, this is more useful when you have more than 10 or more elementary search helps are included inside one search help. Okay, so now let's come back and go to /OS11, and we also had created a table, if you remember. In this we had created a data element, right? So okay, we had never created it. We can create a data element now. Let's say ZMATNR B20 custom data element I'm creating. Say create, and data element you can select here, and after that you can also give the short description like material number. So here I'll just not use the domain, I'm just going to use or I can use the domain directly, there is no problem. Just use MATN domain, and then if you go to the further characteristics tab, here you can provide the search help. Okay, either the elementary search help or the collective search help, whatever you like to, you can provide that. Here I'll just take this one and say the parameter is MATNR. Okay, so whenever you provide this search help here, and after that if you use the data element, if you use this data element in the screen field, okay, it will automatically take the search help. You don't have to use match code object and all. Now you can just put directly the data element, since you have maintained the search help and also its parameter in the further characteristics tab. So now you see automatically the search help option is coming, right? So if you don't provide this option, if you don't provide this search help, if you don't maintain this search help here, in that case you may not get that option. Let's go back and then go back here and then execute, and now you see if I press F4, it's saying no input help available because I have not maintained it. If I maintain, then it will come. If I don't maintain, it won't come. See, it's coming now. Understood? Anybody, any doubts on the search help so far? Yes.
Yeah, we got it. Yes. So Rajni, so usually, so which option will prepare real time? So whether they will go with the data element or in the code level?
Depends, again depends on how it will be. Let's say for example, the data element that you created will be used in multiple programs or multiple tables. You cannot go and specify in every program, right? Or you are creating such
Yeah.
only for one program, it is not useful in any other program, then why you want to keep it in data element?
Okay, it will impact to the other
If you need the same search help,
programs
in
also.
that case create data element and provide it in the data element and use it, or in the tables, in that case you can do that. If you want it in one program or one table or one screen field, you can assign it directly to the screen.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now the interview questions. What is search help, and what is difference between elementary and collective search help, and sometimes they may also ask what is selection method in search help. this is what you may get on this topic. Okay guys, make a note. Okay, make note of these questions and also the answers. So I'm not going to write answers here. You have to watch the recording again and then make the notes. That's what important for you. Are we clear so far? So good. Okay.
Yep.
So now the last one is lock object. Not much important, but still the concepts are at least. So let's cover the concept. Lock objects. It is already being implemented, but if you want to implement again, there is a dependency. Let's say lock objects are used to provide the logical locking functionality for applications. Okay, for an example, so if you are, or else let's say same sale order document cannot be edited by multiple users at same time. Okay, that means one sale order document cannot be edited by two users at a time. Only one person can edit it at a time, not multiple people. Okay, let's say for example, if you take any sale order example, let's say VA01, I'll just go, or VA02, and we'll take an existing sale order VA02. This is what the sales order transaction code, where you can change the sale order document. I'll just take one existing, and let's take one, and let's say this is the 8 is the sale order number, and I go inside, I start editing the sale document. Okay, there is an error with this application, no problem. Let's go to MM02. We'll try to edit one material. Okay, so maybe the material starting with HP. You know how it is coming now, right? So I just go inside the material and I start editing this material. If other user try to edit the same material, system should not allow. Okay, right? Because one user may change the value of this material to something, and other user change the value of this material to something else, and both will save at same time, and then after that if they come back and see to this material and there is no one change happened, not the other one, so other guy will think that system is not working, right guys? You see, the moment I enter into this sale order, sorry, the material in a change mode, other user cannot edit. It's already been locked and saying that this material has been already locked by this user. You cannot go and edit, right? If you want to provide this kind of locking functionality, in that case you use the lock objects. Understood? Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So when we, okay, so one more thing is that lock objects name must starts with EZ or EY. Okay, this is the customer namespace for the lock object, or else let's say I'll just keep it same, customer namespace space for lock object. Okay, so this is how you create. So let's go back and create one, show you how to create. But this is again, there is a dependency about function model class, because whenever we activate the lock object, it generates the function models. Those function models should be called in a program. So let's see, I just say EZ MARA B20. Okay, I'll lock the table MARA, or MAT I say material lock, right? So create. After that, here you can provide material lock, lock, and then here you can say allow RFC. That means if you want to create an RFC function model, when we activate the lock object, it creates the RFC function model. If you want to create the RFC function models, then you can select this, otherwise just ignore and come to the tables here and enter the table name. Okay, so write lock, there are different types of lock. Like write lock, that means one user start editing, other user will not have any access to the record. Shared lock is like one user start editing, other user will have read access but not the write access, and some more other locks. Okay, even I don't remember all of them, so you can press F1 and then you can also go through it, different types of lock. Okay, just read and understand. Okay, and that's one thing. And after that, if you want to add one more table to it, secondary tables, if you want to add, click on the add button, and then what are the table which has foreign key relationship with Mara table will be appear in a pop-up screen, and that table you can select it here. I clicked on add, it's taking time to load all the foreign key related tables. We will see. You see all the tables are loaded. I say Control F and say Mara. Sorry, not Mara. We need our favorite table, that is MKT, and let's select this table. Okay, you can also select what type of lock you want. Just keep it lock parameters automatically selected. That is the key field of the both tables. Okay, just save it. If you check the environment here, there are no, sorry, see lock models, there is nothing not right now. Lock models are not yet generated. The moment you activate the lock object, what system do, it generates the function models. Okay, two function models it generates. One starts with EQ underscore lock object name, the other starts with NQ underscore lock object name. That is, one function model will be called to lock the table data, the other function model will be called to unlock the table data. Okay, so the function model that starts with NQ, it's to lock, requesting the lock, and the other one starts with NQ, sorry, DQ, it's for releasing the lock. Okay, it generates these two function models. Again, you don't know what is function model, we'll cover in upcoming chapters. Okay, so let's say when we activate the function model, sorry, when we activate the lock object, it will generate two function models. Okay, it will generate two function models. One is to requesting the lock, other one is to release the lock once our job is done. Okay, so this is what lock object. Are we clear how to create it? If you see here, there is a code. What happens here is like, just let me copy this function model. Okay, so let's go to SE37, and then here I said display, then I just go here. You see, it is sending a request to the Enqueue server that is existing in an application server to lock the table, right? So if you remember 3-tier architecture, there is a table. So there is an server or the component in the application server, Enqueue server. Okay, that sends, that function model sends and request to the Enqueue server to lock the table. This is what happens. Understood? Guys, anybody any doubt so far?
So the two function modules which are created, like, are created specific to customer, like, or is it standard which has been called?
We cannot edit them. I think we can edit if it, I don't think we should edit them.
What I was asking is, Rajnish, that these two are standard function modules which the system
starts with DQ. This is system generated function models. We don't create them.
Okay. So upon activation of this lock object, these two standard function modules are called.
Yes.
Okay.
Not called, it will be generated. Later in the program, we call these two function models to lock or to release the lock. Okay. So how to
Okay.
call
Okay.
function model and all, we'll see in the next chapter.
Okay.
So guys, I think we done with the second chapter now. From the next class, that is on Tuesday onwards, we'll be starting a new chapter called basic programming, right? So what I want you to do, I know that you might have forgotten the topic that I've taught you. Very few topics I have taught you in this chapter. Let me just tell you those recordings number, and then please go through the recordings before we start it, right? It's really important. Yesterday recording I have not uploaded, I'll just upload it today, but I was busy with some work and then couldn't able to upload. Okay, so just go through the recording number 11, 12, 13. Please go through these three recordings, okay, before we start the next session. 11, 12 and 13. So that's all guys for today, and then thank you so much for your time. See you next class, maybe on Tuesday. Bye bye and take care.